So yeah, it's starting to get pretty cold out there. The snow is actually on the ground finally, so you gotta start wearing some sweaters over all your shirts to keep you warm, and this is the closest thing I have to a Christmas sweater. I got it on Christmas last year, and I was like, yeah. So, enjoy that. I know I will. Yeah, I should get an actual Christmas sweater, but that's not the point. The point is we're here to talk about The Night Before, and it stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and Anthony Mackie, and is directed by Jonathan Levine. Now, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I looked up what he directed, and I was pretty surprised. He made The Whackness, which is something I heard is very good. 50-50, fantastic movie, and Warm Bodies, another fantastic movie. So I thought I knew his name, and yeah. And he directed an episode of the Screen Junkie show? Really? I did not know that. In this movie, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, try saying that 5 times fast, but JGL's character is a kid who's had some bad stuff happen to him, so, like, his family died. So Seth Rogen and Anthony Mackie hang out with him every Christmas, and that has to come to an end. They're like, listen, long enough. Last year, let's go with a bang. And so they're gonna go party it out, take a bunch of drugs, and just try to have a good time on Christmas Eve. And that's kind of the movie. Some antics happen, some very Christmas type themes. It's not necessarily like they're retelling the story of a Christmas Carol or anything, but a Christmas type fable. Classical elements start happening, and a lot of fun, goofy humor. And it's a Seth Rogen comedy. Not that they're all the same, but when you get a Seth Rogen comedy, you kind of know what you're getting. I think it's fair enough to say, except for the Green Hornet. And it seems unfair to compare them, like, well, this wasn't as funny as this. But I felt like of the latest Seth Rogen comedies, this one felt like the weakest, I guess would be the way to put it. Because I really like The Interview, I really like Neighbors, I really like This Is the End. And this wasn't as strong as that. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. I shouldn't put unfair barriers, like it wasn't as funny as another movie it made. Let's just judge the movie on its own. And the movie is pretty damn funny on its own. The thing with a comedy, and I've said this before, all a comedy has to do right is be funny consistently. So that's all it had to do, is be consistently funny on a certain level. And I feel like the movie did that, because it was consistently funny on a level not as funny as I would hope. Don't get me wrong, there are some moments that really stand out as just great, laugh out loud, hysterical moments in this movie that are really funny. The type of jokes and moments that make you laugh for like 2-3 minutes, and then you finally get your bearings back together, like, okay, I was just laughing for a long time, that was really funny. Like, there is a couple of those moments, but overall it's just kind of a lot of, like funny moments, but not super funny. Like, it was a decent comedy, but not hilariously hysterical. But the movie also is a Christmas movie, and I love Christmas movies, even bad ones. One second, I'll grab it and tell you what I'm talking about when I find it. Not all Christmas movies are created equal. I still like it though. Just to hold up a better example there. Okay, you can stop leaving your hateful comments. But yeah, I like Christmas movies. I love Christmas in general. It just gives you a nice, warm, happy feeling. And a Christmas movie should capture that in a way and be a nice, pleasant experience, make you happy and have a fun, good time. And I feel like this movie did that. And I'm thinking of other like Christmas comedies like this, like a Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas did that well too, and this one also does it well. You have a nice happy feeling watching people in Christmas sweaters have a good time. And there's some other good actors in this. I don't necessarily want to spoil it, but one of the actresses from Orange is the New Black was in this for a little bit, and she's a fantastic actress in that show. And not to say, oh, they wasted her. She's good in this for the little bit they gave her to do. There's some other cameos and stuff that are really fun that I don't want to spoil. So there's some fun to be had in this movie for sure. It's not hilarious. You're not going to die laughing all the time, but occasionally you will. Occasionally there's some great, great jokes, and most of the time it's merely a fun, good movie. Not great, though. I wanted it to be great. I want every movie to be great. Doesn't that make sense? You should strive for greatness, not mediocrity. And also what helps the movies, I like all the actors. Seth Rogen I find consistently funny. He's always playing Seth Rogen, but I still find him funny. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, a fantastic actor. He does really good in this. Anthony Mackie is the man, okay? He's the Falcon. I said he should get his own movie once as the Falcon, and I don't feel that way anymore, but I still like him a lot. He's a really fun, likable actor. As I really like the dude, and he's really great in this. He really is. So all of them together, they play off each other really well. They seem like good friends. Dudes you want to see interact and hang out because they're fun to watch. So the movie succeeds. It was funny consistently, and it was a pretty good Christmas movie. It gives you some Christmas themes and stuff like that that it can bring in and actually do pretty good. So the movie definitely succeeds. It wasn't as great as I hoped it could be, but it was still a pretty damn good movie at times. I wanted it to be a great comedy. It didn't quite deliver on that. So it disappointed me just a teeny little bit, a little disappointment. But overall, still a consistently funny movie and a good Christmas movie at the same time. I will definitely watch it again. I enjoyed it, but not as good as I wanted. So I'd give The Night Before a B. I thought it was a pretty good movie, but just not great. So yeah, comment below, tell me what you thought of The Night Before. If you've seen it, what's your favorite Christmas comedy? That seems like a very wide open genre. And the only two I think of off the top of my head, well, there's a couple. The Home Alone movies, obviously. Jingle All the Way, that's just me. I was going to say 8 Crazy Nights, but I actually dislike that movie every time I think about it, the more I dislike it. The Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas, and I'm literally forgetting the other one I was about to mention. Christmas Vacation. And Scrooged. I should probably stop now. If I sit here, I'll think of a bunch. But what's your favorite Christmas movie or Christmas comedy? And yeah, again, tell me what you thought of this movie. Maybe some of you liked it a lot more than I did. Maybe you didn't like it as much. I don't want to seem like I'm hating on the movie. It's just, and I don't want it to also seem like I had crazy expectations. It's just the movie, I want it to be really, really funny, and it was just pretty funny. That's it. But still, tell me what you thought of the movie, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.